Sex trafficking is a criminal enterprise that actually sells 1.2 million women and children into slavery every year. The average age of these victims sold into captivity is just 13. And this form of modern-day slavery is not exclusive to foreign countries. It happens right here in the United States. In today's Beyond the Dream, we focus on 4 successful women who are using their accomplishments to be the voice for the voiceless, the victims of sex trafficking. There is a war being waged every day in every part of the world, a war that is capturing millions of women and children, trapping them in the modern slave trade of sex trafficking. Many people are blind to this war, but Monica Watkins, Serinda Swan, Deandra Forrest, and Ariana Barat see it clearly. They are 4 successful women using their power to help rescue victims from the nightmare of sex trafficking.
It's all about creating a conversation and breaking down walls.
A few months ago, we created this project as a fundraising mechanism for organizations that are fighting sex trafficking in the U.S. and abroad.
The project is a campaign called The Color of Freedom, Keep the Girls Safe.
I was sold when I was 12 years old to the brothel.
A video to raise awareness about sex trafficking. It honors the survivors of the trade globally, and it encourages the influential fashion and beauty industry to be the voice for the weak. Supermodel Deandra Forrest is featured in the video.
People tend to think that it's something that happens more abroad than in the U.S. And I'm just happy that I could be a part of this and to fight for this cause, because I think it's very serious, and we really need to be more aware and help fight sex trafficking. No one should be trafficked. You know, we're all human. We're people. We need to love each other.
Serinda Swan, who stars in the TV series Graceland, is also featured in the campaign. She is a leading activist in the anti-sex trafficking movement since visiting Cambodia and Thailand in 2012. She recalls taking a 9-day bike tour through Cambodia to heighten awareness of the problem.
As you're cycling, kids come running up on the side of the street, and they're high-fiving you, and they're just yelling and screaming, and they're so happy, and there's this joy that's in you of being like, I'm doing this for you. But as you do, you realize that 1 in 4 girls that you high-five in some way will be affected by sex trafficking in Cambodia. And that's heartbreaking to me. I told them, until you have a voice, personally, you have my voice, in whatever capacity that can be.
Are all of you surprised by the fact that this is an industry that has generated $9.8 billion?
It's horrifying. I mean, we have a war on drugs right now, but we have the war on the human body that we're not addressing.
The ladies hope their efforts will encourage more people to join their campaign, to speak out against sex trafficking, a modern-day form of slavery.
This cause of fighting for freedom, you know, when you just think about that word freedom and you think about that word slavery, those are 2 very different, and slavery is a very harsh reality that so many people are living through and living with, and it's our responsibility to come in and do something about it.
It's allowing your success to be the success of another, and not change course of what you're passionate about, not become a martyr for a cause, but become a celebrator of the issue and be an awareness campaign through your life.
Ladies, thank you for what you do. By the way, the Keep the Girls Safe campaign also sells T-shirts to help raise funding for anti-sex trafficking programs like Somali Mom and Voices for Change. Monica Watkins, who you saw there, who created the campaign, says the voices and bravery of the survivors of sex trafficking actually inspire people to take part in the fight for freedom. If you would like to learn more about this campaign, go to foxnews.com for a link to Keep the Girls Safe campaign.
You know, it'd be nice to see a presidential candidate sort of link on to one of these causes.
Yeah.
Because this is something we don't hear nearly enough about in Washington, and real change is needed.
We may not hear enough about it in Washington because the hospitality trade benefits from it.
It's a real shame.
Yeah.
I would hope that somebody would stand up and take this cause under their belt.